We have big news in our household today. Right, Trace? Uh-huh. We were talking about who Trace is going to get married to. And you said a beautiful and lovely woman, right? And where is she going to be from?
Alaska.
Alaska. And why did you pick Alaska again?
Because I wanted a beautiful girl.
Because you wanted a beautiful girl, a beautiful and lovely girl.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Not a crazy girl, he said, right?
Mm-mm.
No. Please, for Mommy's sake. I like this idea. We're eating avocado toast. It started off badly, right, Trace? Let's show them. The morning started off a little bit rough. But we've recovered. We've recovered, and we're having deep conversations. He's helping me, actually. We're talking about children separated at the border, right? Mm-hmm. You're trying to help me work through that. Thanks, Trace. Okay, I'm going to talk to them a little bit about the news today. Mm-hmm. And this is important things. There's a couple important events happening today. So we have the State of the Union address, as you know. Big annual speech. It used to be known as the annual message, even though in the Constitution it's called the State of the Union. And the Constitution essentially allows the president to deliver an address to Congress, allow at any point to talk about the State of the Union. For most of the time, it's actually been written. Most of our history has actually been written. But a couple kind of interesting things to note. Back in 1913, President Woodrow Wilson gave an address to Congress. It was the first time in more than 100 years that a president went in person and addressed Congress in person. But after 1913, it got a little bit spotty again about when presidents would do that. In 1947, President Truman came to Congress and he gave the first State of the Union that was televised. And this was important because it was the first time officially it was talked about as the State of the Union, as we know it today. And in 1965, President Lyndon Johnson gave a televised State of the Union in the evening, like the one we're going to see today. And it was President Johnson who reflected back on President Roosevelt in the 1930s, who did the same thing over the radio. President Johnson really wanted to appeal to the American people, not just to Congress. And so that's how we kind of get to the point that we are today. I think it's really important to note that even though we see President Trump delivering the State of the Union, and it's something that's like very clear that just sort of happens to us, it hasn't always happened in the same way. And if it stops happening, it wouldn't be crazy. You know, so if President Trump decided he was going to give a written address,
Mommy,
I hear her all of a sudden. Do we have to go get her? That's my thought. Okay, let's go get her. So anyways, I just want you to know, give you a little context. If you look back, and you'll see this on our site today, a picture in 1913 of President Wilson delivering his address. It looks so similar to the address you're going to see tonight. So just a little bit of history for you there, because I think kind of we take things for granted. Hi! What are you doing? You're doing good? Okay, come on.
I want some dinner.
You want some dinner? Okay. Let's go get some dinner. You want Cheerios?
I want Cheerios and milk.
Cheerios and milk. Okay. We'll start with that.
I want some milk.
Okay. And milk in a cup? Okay, sit down here.
No.
It's okay. Okay. So one of the things you'll see on our site. You want juice? Okay.
Yeah.
During the State of the Union, the president can.
Juice
Juice
in my cup.
in your cup. I got it. One of
No, this is a cup. I want
the
the pink cup.
pink cup. Okay. One of the things the president does during the State of the Union. Trace, can you open this for me, please? Can you open this for me so I get a pour for Liberty? One of the things the president does, and this is, again, very recent history, has special guests. And one of the special guests today is getting a lot of press is a sixth grader who has the last name Trump, who's getting made fun of in school. That really, you can do it. Try it really hard. Okay, hold on.
That's so funny.
That was funny? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, let me just, here, just give me a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's this guy. Oh, gross. The reason why we can't get it off is because it's disgusting. Okay, The president can have different guests during the State of the Union. Again, one is going to be a 6th grader who's getting made fun of, but there's going to be others, including a family who experienced a murder by someone who is illegally in the country. Illegal immigration, border security is going to be a major theme. Democrats can invite their own special guests. They are inviting guests that will counter the president's message. So one of the guests is someone who was formerly an illegal immigrant working at President Trump's golf course. And so she's going to be in the chamber tonight. So you're going to see, you're just going to see a lot of back and forth between the two sides. A quote that I like to use is a man that's going to be in the audience who benefited from the bipartisan, believe it or not, an agreement between both sides, criminal justice reform law, who was able to be the first one released from prison after that law passed. And apparently is a good example of how that law can be successfully applied. So check that out on our website today. Okay, guys, no playing catch right now. That's a little bit scary. Okay, here's something if you have kids I think you should know about. Late in the day yesterday, sorry guys, hold on. Here, Liberty. It's not soup. I don't know if that's on. There you go. Late in the day yesterday in the Houston Chronicle was an interesting report. 5 measles cases in Houston. The Houston greater area, not in the city of Houston. That's important because the area that these cases have emerged are not connected. So they're not really that close. 4 toddlers, 1 woman between the ages of 25 and 35. Why is this important? Well, Texas becomes the 11th state that has cases of measles. You have a state of emergency in the state of Washington. You have a huge outbreak in New York and New Jersey in a specific community. Both of those outbreaks in the East Coast and in Washington state have been tracked to someone coming in from international travel to communities with low vaccination rates. So the medical professionals can say, oh, this was the #1 person that had measles brought to the community, and here we are. It doesn't seem like that's the case in Houston. The 4 toddlers under the age of 2, all of them had their first vaccinations. And it's not like they were from the same preschool, at least from, they were in a daycare together or something. It doesn't look like that, at least initially. So there's concern. Where did these measles cases come from? When you get your first vaccination, you're usually 85% protected, but that's why you get a second one when you're 4 or 6, between the ages of 4 or 6. So what's going on? I'm really worried about this story because of some of the information I'm seeing by doctors. Now, some of these doctors are very vocal about anti-vaccination folks. So I just want to put that out there. Yes. Does she want some of yours? Is that okay? Okay, I'm going to give her some of her own. So, they're coming from a particular point of view. They do have a medical background, and I'm not discounting those that don't want to vaccinate. But what I am curious is that some of these experts in these contagious disease fields are concerned the timing of these outbreaks in kind of this early spring, the ability for them to spread. There's like this, as I'm reading these quotes, I'm just feeling like, I'm feeling a sense of anxiety about it amongst those professionals. I mean, I think it's matching in different states. So I'm going to look more into this for you. Just want to see, how does this compare to previous years? But I think you should know that that's happening in the state of Texas. So just a heads up about that. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to check the website because we have a couple things going on there today. And I just want to check. I think I'm kind of reserving. You can watch maybe a little PB. Did you just eat all your avocado toast? Oh my gosh, animal. Is that good? You're welcome. Okay, let me just check the website. As you can tell, things are a little bit crazy today. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't want to say too much politically before the State of the Union. Let's just sort of see what happens. The president's supposed to be talking about, bringing people together. What he says tonight, I don't know. So let's just sort of see. One of the cards that we put together today is the state of illegal immigration, just based on recent numbers. We took a look at illegal border crossings, child separations, as well as asylum. So you have some numbers just in your back pocket as you're hearing people talk about immigration that are the official government numbers. We have really struggled with this story about children separation because there's some updates that are confusing by the government because there's so much there's so many politics involved. Give me 2 seconds. So you have some that want to paint the picture that these children that were separated from families as they cross the border are just sort of in the wind and no one knows where they are. You have the government saying, no, we know who these children are. We've placed them in homes with families that are their own, related to them, and to try to again separate them from the home we place them in to bring them back to their parents, wherever their parents are, is a task that's overwhelming. It looks like some of this paperwork that we're seeing now, some of the news that you might be seeing now, goes back until January of 2017. So we're talking about almost 2 years. We're not talking about the huge controversy last summer about this. I know that's a little bit unclear, but just so you know, there's a lack of clarity about what's happening with the children that were separated at the border. Those that were separated this summer as part of the President Trump's policy about arresting adults that cross the border, and part of a policy overall that predates that policy that said if someone is arrested or we're concerned about the welfare of a child, we're going to separate them from whoever they're with and try to place them in a safe location. I don't know if that's any more clear, but I think it's fair to say it's accurate. There's a lot of confusion about what's going on, and the sheer number of children coming across the border with or without their parents is important to recognize as well. So check out our card on that today. Finally, I just want to tell you guys something funny, just really quick. We tried our first partnership with SmartHER News, and I put a post up today on Instagram. I just wanted to share because I think it's pretty accurate. When I started SmartHER News, I was like, I want to develop information for people that they feel empowered by. Like, it doesn't make them feel angry or aggravated to know the news. I think that's pretty obvious. And I also want to equip people so, like, you always have, like, some facts that if you want to talk to someone, you're, at school, you're at work, you're at getting coffee, like, you have something to add to the conversation, you feel confident about it. Like, I want you to feel like you can share information. I think that's really important. And I've always said that there's two people in this world, right? They're the girls that when, they're wearing a cute dress and you go, oh my gosh, I'm talking to Liberty. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest dress. I love it so much. And Liberty would say to me, because she's one of these girls, she would say, thanks, Mommy. I got an Anthropologie on sale, 40% off. You should get it too. It comes in 3 different colors. I went up a size. I like the way it fits. She'd give me the full breakdown. There's other people okay, maybe she's questioning that. There are other people, though, that when you ask them, like, oh, that's so cute, where'd you get that? They're like, I don't remember. You know those people. We're not those people. We are those people that when we find something, we want to share it, because why would we keep it? Like, if I'm wearing a cute dress, like, I want you to know about it. If I have, like, an awesome something in my kitchen, like, I want to tell you about it. Like, and I want to get you a discount. I mean, why wouldn't we want to do that? That's exactly what we want to do. And so one of the ways that I'm trying to build the back end of SmartHER News and to try to support it and sustain the company, try to help figure out a way that it becomes a really successful business model, is to try to do these partnerships with brands that we really like. So if you have a brand that you think is awesome that we should know about, that other people in our community should know about, I think you should email me, info@smarthernews.com. Let me check out these products. I always buy them in secret. Like, nothing's for free. I don't want to do that because then you get all weird. It's weird ethically, I think. So we'll try them out, and maybe we can figure out partnerships with the companies that make sense. And that way you get a discount and we share cool things that we should all know about. Because you should always know when a cute dress is on sale. And you should know when there's cool companies that, even if you're not in the market for what they're selling, are doing something neat. I think that's pretty obvious. Anyways, that's kind of how our partnership with Redland Cotton came about. I watched their YouTube video, which is a 7-minute video that they put together about their company, their American family company, and I kind of teared up and bought some sheets. And then I liked their sheets, and then I talked to them, and they're awesome, and they gave us a discount so that you guys can get a discount. It's great. And so that's sort of how it works. Anyways, JJ's telling me that you have Rothy's because of me. I appreciate that, JJ. Stand by for more on that, hopefully. Okay. You want to do what? You want to see the picture? Okay, come over here. Let me see. Come over here. Let me see if I could do something fun. Hold on. Come here. Okay, and then we got to go because we're wasting their time at this point now.
I want to see
Whoa. Okay. Come here. You want to see the picture? Okay, Liberty, you have to say goodbye because now we've learned. Can you say, have a good day? Say, have a good day. That's puppy talk. Okay, guys. Whoa, I like that. It kind of like really affected the ear. Okay, have a great day, you guys. Think about what I said about smarter partnerships, what you'd like other people to know about. And hey, I'll be watching the State of the Union tonight, looking like this. And we'll have some kind of highlights for you tomorrow. But if you want to jump on and... Great, I'll clean it up. If you want to kind of message me and tell me what you think is important in the speech, if you watch it, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up this mess. This has been a nice one. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.